Have you noticed that climbing the stairs is starting to feel tougher? Or perhaps there's a quiet little concern lingering in your mind. What if I begin to lose my independence? If any of this sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. Here's something most people never think about. It's not always just about getting older. Sometimes your legs are simply low on the right fuel and they're asking for some extra help. Now, what if I said there are a few straightforward drinks, nothing complicated, likely already sitting in your kitchen, that can assist? They don't just keep you hydrated. These can actually soothe aching muscles, ease those pesky cramps, and even help your legs feel more stable and strong. No costly ingredients, no tricky routines, just simple, everyday things that really do the job. And today, I'd like to show you 3 of them. One of these drinks might already be waiting in your fridge, and many people don't realize how effective it truly is. So stick around until the end, because the last one usually surprises everyone. Before we jump in, I'd love to hear, where are you tuning in from today? I really enjoy connecting with our community, so please leave a comment below. And if you find tips like this useful, make sure to subscribe and click that little bell icon so you don't miss future videos that support your well-being and independence. Alright, settle in, maybe pour yourself a warm drink, and let's get started. Number 1. Turmeric milk. Picture this. It's the end of your day, you're relaxing, unwinding, and enjoying a warm, comforting drink. Immediately, you feel the tension starting to fade away. That's the gentle benefit of turmeric milk. Turmeric milk is a classic drink, enjoyed for centuries in Ayurvedic medicine from India. But this is more than just any warm drink. It's a natural solution that can be especially supportive for your muscles and joints, especially as we get older. So why is turmeric milk such a difference maker for your legs and feet? Well, turmeric has curcumin, a well-known compound with powerful anti-inflammatory effects. It's been widely studied. Experts have discovered that chronic inflammation is one of the biggest reasons we experience muscle soreness, stiffness, and slow healing as we age. Curcumin has been proven to help lower inflammation markers, which is particularly helpful for older adults. When used regularly, in the right amounts, turmeric may help ease pain in your knees and ankles, improve circulation in your legs, and aid muscle recovery after exercise. It can even help you keep your joints flexible, especially when combined with healthy habits. Here's how to make a mug of golden turmeric milk. Gently heat 1 cup of milk, dairy or plant-based, in a small pot. Add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Sprinkle in a bit of black pepper, which helps your body absorb the curcumin. Add half a teaspoon of cinnamon for taste and extra anti-inflammatory support. Sweeten it with honey or maple syrup if you prefer. Sip it slowly, letting the warmth move through your body. Turmeric milk makes a wonderful evening drink. It's soothing, helps you relax, and even promotes better sleep, which is important for healing and recovery. Like many natural solutions, real benefits come with regular use. Many people begin to notice a change after just a few weeks of making this a regular habit. Be patient. Notice how your body reacts. Try preparing a cup of turmeric milk tonight and share how it feels in the comments below. Number 2. Bone broth. Now, let's move on to our second drink, bone broth. This isn't just any regular soup. It's a classic drink, filled with nutrients to help support your legs and feet. Bone broth has been enjoyed for generations in many different cultures. It's made by simmering animal bones, typically chicken, beef, or fish, for several hours. This slow method draws out nutrients from the bones, cartilage, and connective tissues. So, how does bone broth benefit your feet? When bones simmer for a long period, proteins like collagen break down into smaller units, peptides and amino acids, which are easier for your body to absorb. As we grow older, our bodies naturally slow down protein production, which can lead to weaker muscles and joints. Drinking bone broth regularly gives your body easily absorbed building blocks to assist with tissue repair and joint support. Many people find that when combined with a balanced diet, it helps them move more comfortably and stay active for longer. The best part? You can make this at home, and it's simpler than you might expect. Place chicken, beef, or fish bones in a large pot. Pour in water and add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. It helps extract more nutrients from the bones. Let the mixture simmer gently for 12 to 24 hours. The longer it cooks, the richer the broth becomes. Strain out the bones and enjoy a warm, nourishing cup. Bone broth has a deep, savory taste that feels cozy and incredibly satisfying. You can season it with a bit of salt, pepper, or some fresh herbs, whatever you prefer. Many people like sipping bone broth in the morning or as a warm, soothing drink before meals. So far, we've covered turmeric milk and bone broth. Both are excellent for supporting joint comfort and muscle recovery. But there's still one more drink on our list that nutrition specialists say could be a true game changer, especially for keeping your legs strong as you get older. If you're following and want stronger legs, type 1 in the comments and hit the like button to show your support. Recent research shows that when your body gets enough potassium and magnesium, your muscle cells perform more efficiently. This means fewer cramps, faster recovery, and overall better muscle strength. And the top drink we're about to discuss contains just the right mix of both. While turmeric milk and bone broth help lower inflammation and offer key nutrients, this next one actually supports how your muscles perform each day. Number 3. Banana and almond smoothie. Now we've reached drink number 3, a simple yet powerful blend that supports strong, healthy leg muscles as we age. This banana and almond smoothie combines essential nutrients your muscles need to remain energized and balanced. You've likely heard the advice to eat a banana to help prevent cramps, and there's solid science behind that. But when you pair bananas with almonds, the benefits increase even more. Bananas are naturally packed with potassium, a mineral crucial for muscle contractions and for sending nerve signals to your muscles. Many seniors experience leg cramps at night, and this can sometimes be connected to low electrolyte levels, especially potassium. Keeping your potassium levels stable may help your leg muscles work properly and reduce the chance of those sudden, painful spasms. Now, let's focus on almonds. These little powerhouses are loaded with magnesium, another mineral that many older adults don't get enough of. Magnesium is involved in over 300 functions in the body, including those that impact how your muscles and nerves communicate. Potassium and magnesium are both vital for healthy muscle movement, but almonds offer even more. They also provide healthy fats and plant-based protein, both important for maintaining muscle mass as you get older. Plus, the natural carbs in the banana, along with fiber from both the banana and almonds, provide steady energy, helping your muscles stay fueled all day long. Here's a straightforward recipe you can make at home. Blend 1 ripe banana with 1 cup of almond milk. Add a tablespoon of almond butter for an added nutrient boost. Sprinkle in a bit of cinnamon if you prefer. Blend until smooth and creamy. This smoothie is not only nourishing, but it's also delicious. Enjoy it as part of your breakfast, or after a walk, or light workout. When you combine this smoothie with the other 2 drinks we discussed, golden turmeric milk and bone broth, you're giving your body a well-balanced mix of nutrients to support your legs from within. And don't forget, looking after your feet and legs isn't just about comfort, it's also essential for maintaining independence and enjoying a high quality of life as you get older. While these 3 drinks can be very helpful for keeping your legs healthy and strong, it's important to enjoy them in moderation and always consider your own health needs. Let's start with turmeric. It's widely recognized for its anti-inflammatory benefits, but taking too much can sometimes upset your stomach or interact with certain medications, especially blood thinners. If you're taking anticoagulants or have gallbladder issues, it's wise to speak to your doctor before making turmeric a daily habit. And since some people can be sensitive to turmeric, it's best to begin with a small amount and notice how your body reacts. Bone broth, although rich in collagen and minerals, can sometimes be high in sodium. That might not be ideal if you're managing high blood pressure or kidney issues. If so, choose a low-sodium version, or make your own at home without extra salt so you can control what's added. If you're following a special diet or need to limit protein, talk with a dietitian about how much bone broth is right for you. When it comes to bananas, they're packed with natural sugars, which can impact your blood sugar levels if you have diabetes or insulin resistance. Enjoy the smoothie in moderation and consider pairing it with a little protein or fiber. to help slow sugar absorption. Also, don't forget, some seniors may be allergic to almonds or other nuts. If that's the case for you, feel free to substitute them with other sources of healthy fat and protein, like coconut milk or soy milk. Most importantly, always pay attention to your body. If you have any medical concerns or conditions, it's best to talk with your healthcare provider before making any major dietary changes. These drinks are meant to be part of a balanced approach to wellness, not a miracle cure. A healthy lifestyle includes gentle exercise, quality sleep, and a well-rounded diet. To make the most of these drinks, try adding a few simple daily habits that support leg strength and mobility. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss these valuable tips. Now, it's over to you. Have you tried any of these drinks before? Or is there one you're interested in starting with? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear what's worked for you or what you'd like to try. I truly believe age is just a number. What really counts is how we feel and how much we can still enjoy the things that make us happy. Whether that's playing with the grandkids, walking in the park, or cooking dinner for the family without feeling tired out. If you found this video useful, go ahead and tap that like button. And make sure to subscribe so you won't miss any of our practical health tips, designed for this golden stage of life. Here, we share easy, straightforward ways to help you stay active, independent, and full of energy, so you can keep creating special memories with the people you care about. And remember, the golden years aren't just about adding years to your life, they're about bringing life to your years. Stay well, stay joyful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.